Billy Goats. It is episode 338, December 3rd, 2025. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Candle Day. Love candles. Also, shout out, elves are back. If you have shelves,
Elves?
are back.
Yes. Oh, man. I'm glad you said that. I need to write a note right
Well, we got
now.
each other's backs. If you're listening to this show, we got your back. Don't forget.
I've got to. What should I do? Should we discuss it on air?
I'm not sure what you have done because it's already been 3 days. So you should.
Well, my daughter wasn't great last night. So, long story short, our kids were bathing and my son took something from her. So she hit him. So we had a long discussion about not being able to hit your siblings, and
anybody.
She didn't like that, so she threw a fit. So we made her go to bed early. So this morning, the elves were just sitting there, not doing anything special. But we wrote a note saying that, we know she had a tough night, but today's a new day, and she's a good girl. She's gonna have a good day.
So now you got to come with something big.
Yeah.
You should make them act like they're doing the college football playoff. See if she gets it.
Draw a big bracket.
Yep. I'm AK. J-Vice here. I think Texas coming. Edge is out. Butch P's out. So we're going to be talking football. We've got college football playoff reactions. We got Thursday night football we got to look ahead to. We've got our picks of the week. We got our pick 'em contest. We got all kinds of stuff we got to do. A lot of football. Football's winding down. Kind of sad that this is the last. I mean, we get bowl season, but still, I can't believe college football is almost over.
NFL still got like 6 weeks left, so
I mean, we got plenty of time. It's just when we were making our picks, like we normally pick from 60 college football games. So yeah, we're gonna do a Monday Night Football recap real quick, but and B. McCormick's here. If you're listening to the podcast, we appreciate it. Thank you. We also thank everybody. Hey, subscribe, like, review, all that stuff. Shout out everybody who's listening to the podcast. Shout out to everybody who's been listening to and watching our content across all the social medias. We calculated it up, and it's way more than I thought we'd ever have. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Talking about in the hundreds of thousands.
That many people care a little bit, enough to listen a little bit to what we have to say.
Yeah. Most of it's just people yelling at us that we're idiots, which listen to the show and then you'll understand.
Which never read the caption. They just watch the video and they get all hot and bothered by it.
I had somebody that mentioned I can't remember what it was about. And I literally said what they were saying in the clip, and I don't know. I guess they didn't listen to the whole thing, but hey, whatever. Hey, Candle Day. It's the first Saturday of December. This is a special announcement to everybody who needs Christmas gifts. Take advantage of the Bath and Body Works annual candle sale. The 3-wick candles that usually retail for $25 are only $9.50. So this weekend, get yourself some candles. Okay.
So they're not doing Black Saturday. They're doing Candle Day Saturday.
Candlelight vigil. I mean, that's a deal. One of them's $9.50.
Yeah, great deal. How long does a candle last you? A year?
I don't know. I like candles. I burn a lot of candles.
Big candle. Are you candle guy?
I'm a candle guy, dude. I love candles.
Candles around the bathtub?
If I took baths, but I don't take baths. Put candles around. I'll put candles in a prayer circle around the college football playoffs so they don't screw it up. Tell you that. Hey, JJ, crazy head. Do you like the NFL? Oh, do we like the NFL? Are you kidding me? See this big flag behind me? Where's my football? This way.
See this hat?
Right there. San Francisco, baby. We love the NFL. Does McAfee still have his block? I haven't checked in a while, so I don't know. I don't care.
Yes.
If he has his block. He can get over it. Whatever.
But speaking of McAfee, shout out Marty Smith.
Oh, yeah. App State.
Yeah.
App State. Shout out also to Howdy Hats, howdy.hats.enc on Instagram, at howdy.hats.enc. She makes these beautiful hats. She also does any custom hat we want to make. She makes it. She'll press it right for us, get it done, and literally, she's the best. So go follow her on Instagram and then message her if you have any hat. And we have hats. Don't worry, B. McCormick. Your hat is coming once everything settles down. Well, I am coaching basketball now, so we'll get it figured out. You're a Panthers fan. Okay, big weekend for JJ Crazyhead. And if you are listening to the podcast audio version, just know that we're going to be yelling out, filming in front of a live virtual audience, and we'll be yelling into the comments. Stick around, JJ Crazyhead. We're going to need your help picking some college football games. Edge isn't here, so we have to have the chat fill in for Edge's picks. And BMO's
Chat,
here.
I thought you were doing Chat GPT.
No. The chat picked.
Okay.
We let
Like
text.
that.
We let the chat pick for text.
No wonder.
Exactly. Text lost all of his privileges just about.
Mm.
So, all right, let's get right into some of the news right out of the gate. First of all, as a show, we appreciate funny internet stuff.
I don't know how many times I've seen this. I laugh at it
Dude,
every single time.
I made the joke that it was ironic that Aaron Rodgers got a red nose and then Rudolph had to come in and try to save the game. Yes. And then when Aaron Rodgers, he's been memed and gifted. It's kind of sad for Aaron Rodgers because he was once one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. And now for the last like 2 or 3 years, there's the meme of him crawling around on the ground, looking like Marv from Home Alone the first time. And now he looks like Harry from Home Alone. The second time when this meme went around, somebody uses his face on top of Joe Pesci's face when he gets the blowtorch on his head. So just incredible.
Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2, exactly. So he's been Marv memed and he's been, so absolutely spectacular. Also, shout out to K&W Cafeterias. I don't know if people know about K&W, but if you don't, they're closing.
I think it's a Southern thing.
It might be, but
more so just a couple states thing.
It might be, dude. You don't know what K&W is? Look K&W Cafeteria. Basically, it was a food buffet, and I was like my least favorite.
It's a meat and three. It's a meat and three. Other people will know what meat and threes are. It's a meat and three. A lot of people have a lot of fond memories with their grandfathers there. We didn't have one in the town I grew up in, so first I even heard about it was not even until after I was out of college, probably. And the guy I work with now, I mean, all he talks about was stories about him and his grandpa going to K&W. And
there you go.
Yeah.
B. McCormick knows Canes and Walkers, baby. He knows. B. McCormick knows. After 88 years, they're closing all the doors effective immediately. Man, can't tell you how much pudding skin I peeled off.
Why is it immediately? Why is it not a soft closing?
I don't know. They got to do something about that. I just don't watch college football that much. Well, we're going to talk NFL too. Don't worry, dude. Don't worry, JJ Crazyhead.
Hey, we got a connection to the Panthers.
Yeah, one of our boys plays for the Panthers. Don't you worry. So we kind of root for the Panthers. Never used to, but now we have to. Also, Stephen A. and Skip seen together in Beverly Hills.
Reunion?
Hey, I was getting ready to say.
Run
it back? First of all, I don't know why Stephen A. has a hip clip for his phone. That was the one thing.
I don't know why I thought this, but I thought that was like his drink holder.
No.
I thought hip clips were dumb.
So Stephen A. and Skip getting back together. Also,
he needs one of them Bluetooth ear things too.
Hey, the big one. Bring those back. And then the top 5 or top 10 sports podcast came out of 2025 on Spotify. We didn't make the list, so we're just using this as motivation. New Heights being number 1 is trash. That podcast is not that great. So,
wow.
Some of these I don't even know who they are.
They have a lot newer fans now.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing. They all knew what they were doing. You've been playing.
I'm sure it's one episode in particular.
Yes, you're right. You're right. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Okay, like I said, college football playoff, Thursday night football, Monday night football, pick 'em, and our picks of the week. That's what we got on the docket today, and a little bit of NFL news. Shout out to Jay Bones and I for going 8-8 this week and getting the NFL pick 'em, so we're 99 and 89 overall.
Pretty good.
It's not bad.
Above 500.
So I mean, it's 10 games above 500. I mean, we're a playoff team right now. Those nerds at CBS don't even have that kind of win record.
You'd be up a couple units.
I'm saying.
As long as it just wasn't parlays, if you straight bet all of them.
Nope, straight bet. That's all it is. Pick them against the spread. All right, let's hit the salute your sports and let's get into this college football playoff.
I wasn't ready. I was ready, and then I wasn't ready.
Get ready. Stay ready.
I zoomed in. I went full screen to look at that picture of Stephen A. and Skip because it was tiny on my screen. Then you got me.
My bad, dude. Okay, college football playoff just came out, and here is the graphic on your screen. If you're listening to this podcast, I'm assuming you've seen the graphic. You've seen the top 4 seeds: Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Texas Tech. You've seen the remaining seeds: Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Alabama, Notre Dame, and then conference champion 4 and conference champion 5. First team out, BYU's 12 team, or second team out is number 12, Miami. Your initial thoughts, J-Bye?
I mean, I've been sending stuff to the group all day. I think the initial thoughts, based on the further rankings that you can't see, you know, if you go down the 20 through 25, they've got Tulane at 20, and they've got North Texas at 24, and then they put JMU at 25. So JMU is basically screwed.
Yep.
I think the way JMU can only get in is if Duke wins the ACC championship, and then the 2 highest ranked. But I don't even think they'll get in there then, maybe. I guess they have to. I guess because I don't know.
I mean, would they rank Duke? That
no,
would be their.
I don't think they would rank Duke. Duke's not getting ranked. I think at that point, though, because then if BYU beats Texas Tech, somebody'd have to slide out, really. But JMU, that's the only way JMU, because it has to be 5 conference champions in, and it's just the highest ranked ones.
But Duke would be 8-4, and they'd be a champion. And what Heather Dinich said about Duke was, they'll have 7 wins over a group of 5, or over Power 4 schools. And I'm like, okay, all right. If you put Duke and JMU on
the field, Clemson.
Okay, who didn't this year? Who did?
Duke lost to a G5 school, I thought.
They lost to Tulane.
Yeah, they lost to Tulane.
Yeah. They lost to Illinois. But shout out me.
My other thing is, and it's just based on things that they've said that mattered, is the Miami versus Notre Dame. Like,
you're falling.
They have a head-to-head. They've had to. Well, I'm not saying the other things. I know you want to rant about them. I'm going to let you have your moment. But the teams that both Notre Dame and Miami have played, Miami has beaten every single one of them by a bigger margin than Notre Dame beat them, and they've played. And you can't say it matters. You can't say it matters.
I got you.
If head-to-head matters, and you're not accounting for it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not necessarily gonna tell you. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I think that Miami should be in. But if you're gonna put Notre Dame in, you have to put Miami in before Notre Dame. And Notre Dame probably, with the eye test, you could argue looks better than Miami currently. But I don't necessarily agree with that either because of the teams that Notre Dame has played versus Miami recently. I mean, Miami played a ranked team and beat them by like 30 points last week.
Here's your other slide that you had.
Yes.
Beating Notre Dame, having the same record, having more top 10 wins than Notre Dame, having an equal strength of schedule to Notre Dame's, having an equal strength of record to Notre Dame's, beating 3 of their 4 common opponents by more than Notre Dame did. They'll be left out while Notre Dame is currently in.
Yeah.
So
they should play. I mean, I think Big Cat said this. They should play. Neither one of them have a game this week. They should have played. Winner gets in.
I was getting ready to say, what they should do is just have, if you're not in your conference championship and you're on the bubble, you play.
Yeah.
You play this week.
Play your way in. Yeah.
Who
cares about the conference championships now? Who cares?
J-Bye, walk me through what happened on that 44-yard field goal against Montana in the fourth quarter. Oh, no.
I slipped.
Friday KC's
and I kicked it really bad. I don't even think I maybe made it to the end zone. That was bad. I'll tell you what, the honest God's truth is we, for whatever reason, I don't know if maybe we just missed this. I was not expecting it to snow that game. So I didn't
Me
bring
either,
I
dude.
didn't bring I didn't bring my spikes for my plant foot. I used my cleats that I've been using really for 2 years because they didn't get us new cleats every year. Those are the
No,
cleats
back in
I've
those
been
days.
using for 2 years, and they were worn down. They didn't grip great, so when the snow hit, it was like I might as well have been wearing tennis shoes out there. And
Well,
my left
and then it
slipped, and
freezes over, and
kicked
you're
the ball.
basically
Yeah, I kicked the ball in, like, the middle of the ball, and, I mean, it was totally my fault. I'm not blaming the holder, not blaming the a bad snapper. It was totally my fault, but I was not prepared for what it did that game in Montana.
me either. I didn't. Well, I never wore sleeves in college, but you know, but I was not prepared for that. It was cold, dude. I never punted.
Yeah.
That was awful.
That was the best environment we played in
That was
5
fun.
years.
Montana is an awesome stadium. Um, look, don't get sucked. Look, everybody, when you look at this bracket, they're trying to get you fired up about the ACC. Oh my gosh, if Duke wins, then JMU will be in. Then we might have 2 group of 5s. Oh no. And then they're trying to get you going about Miami and Notre Dame. All the while, there's 5 freaking SEC teams in here. There are not 5 teams from the SEC that deserve to be in a playoff. I am sorry. If you're Oklahoma, and it's what they did from the very beginning of the year by ranking all those teams and then keeping Missouri and Tennessee ranked was to make sure that Alabama and Oklahoma had all these premier wins for long enough so that they could stay high enough. So in our rankings, I took Oklahoma out. I'm like, if you're not in the top 4 of your conference, see you later, pal. Sorry.
Oklahoma should be in front of Alabama.
They should, but Alabama's playing in the conference title game. They only have 1 loss. The other issue is they judge every single one of these teams by different metrics, and that's why people get so pissed off because there's not. And the only thing that you can judge them all by the same is, did you win your conference? They want to get rid of, so they don't care about that. Alabama 7-1, Georgia 7-1, the SEC, Ole Miss. They're not. Oklahoma's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 6th in the SEC. They're behind Texas in the SEC.
They lost to Texas.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They ranked Oklahoma way up there with 2 losses, and everybody's like, they're in. It's a foregone conclusion. I'm sitting here thinking, the hell it is? What are you talking about? BYU should be in that 10 or 8 spot at least. So
yeah, because they didn't get blown out in the game that they played on the road at Texas Tech, who should be undefeated.
Yes, without their quarterback, they lost that 1 game close on the last play of the game to Arizona State, who still was healthy at that point. But the issue is they've got Oklahoma that far, and they're distracting you with the Miami versus Notre Dame argument. They're distracting you with there might be 2 group of 5s that get in. Will Virginia get in? Will Duke get in? Will JMU and Tulane get in, or North Texas, or whoever it is? When all they're doing is just saying they're deflecting from 5 SEC schools in there and the 6th team from SEC being in there, Oklahoma. I mean,
well, look, here's my thought about it. Look, Alabama at Oklahoma right now. I watched that game 2 weeks ago. I don't need to watch that game again. So
exactly.
get that out of here. I mean, basically, the guy said, I sent you the AI version of him talking, but basically his real thought that he said was that they watched Alabama blow a 17-point lead, but then have the guts to win the game on a 4th down call, and that really bumped them above, back into the metrics. Look, whatever. They want to say what they want to do about the SEC. I'm a pro SEC guy, but take Notre Dame out and put BYU in there because they are playing in their conference championship. And then BYU and Texas Tech can be in their spots. If Texas Tech wins, they'll stay there. If BYU wins, they'll flip with Texas Tech, and Texas Tech can go to 10. If Texas Tech loses this game, they should not be out of the playoffs. They are one of the best teams in the country.
Well, I think that's, again, they've propped the SEC up so much to 5 teams and put them so high, which is what they were aiming to do the entire time, so they got all their teams in again. You remember last year what they get 3 or 4?
They're trying to do that with the Big Ten. The Big Ten just absolutely stunk, other than the top 3 teams.
So it's you're not fooling anybody, and they're distracting everybody with the Group of 5, the ACC, and Notre Dame versus Miami. When nobody's going to sit there and debate should Oklahoma even be in there as the 6th best team in their conference. I mean, there's no reason for BYU to even be out at this moment. Like, I don't want to see the 5th SEC team, the 6th best in their conference. I just don't want to see Oklahoma in there. I don't care. Like, put BYU in there, and then the winner of Texas Tech BYU. Like, it's going to be a shame that if BYU loses this game, they're going to be moved out.
Yeah.
So,
they have to win to get in. Their playoff starts this week.
Which is dumb, because I got
and
some
even
stuff.
Even then, you're going to tell me BYU going to go on the road after winning their conference to an Ole Miss? Or are they going to bump them to 4?
Like, they're just totally devaluing I don't know how I feel about conference championship weekend now, because in the FCS, you don't have a conference title game. You either win your conference or then you're in the playoffs, So,
well,
I might.
Ohio State beats Indiana by 10 points. Indiana dropping down, have to play next week, or are they going to just move them to 4?
No, I mean, I think they'll just move. They can't. Indiana and Ohio State are probably there's not going to. You can only lose.
This is for the bye.
Yeah, I think they both should get a bye. They were undefeated the entire season. They shouldn't get punished for conference championship, in my opinion. But
BYU's getting punished for playing a conference championship.
But I know they should be in there. Like, they shouldn't have 5 SEC schools in there, but that's what they get for ranking Tennessee and Missouri long enough to get them all up there. But I don't know. And also the whole Texas thing. Shout out Mitch, who sent this in. I was telling he and I were texting. He sent in this. He was telling me about people who think Texas should be in the playoff. He sent this quote that said Michigan should be in the college football playoff because they only lost 3 games to number 1, to number 8, number 17 in last week's college football playoff rankings. No? Okay, shut up, Texas.
Didn't they lose to Texas? Or no, they didn't play Texas.
No, they didn't play Texas. But it's just that's what's so funny about all this is the whole we're going to judge Texas by who they played out of conference, not by their losses, but we're going to judge BYU because they did lose. And the whole problem with this whole damn thing is that there's no specific criteria that you can use for everybody. They want to use all kinds of stuff and measure everybody by
what's Texas's. Or I guess they just beat. I was going to say what's Texas's best win? Oklahoma, but they beat Texas A&M.
Yeah,
but at home though. I mean,
I was talking with the CEO of Stats about this, and I'm like, the problem is that they measure Ohio State by their margin of victory. They measure Ole Miss by they had a great strength of record. And then they measure all these different teams by different metrics and then say they're the only ones that have good enough eyes to measure them by that.
Well, I mean, look, if they're following the same rules that they followed when they were doing the 4-team playoff, Ole Miss is out. They lost their coach.
Yeah, facts.
Florida State was out when they lost their quarterback. If you lose your coach, you're out.
I actually kind of want to root for Ole Miss really hard. And I mean, Tulane and North Texas both lost their coaches. So did JMU.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Their
Put
coaches
BYU
are
in
coaching
there.
though, aren't they?
Do what?
Aren't their coaches coaching through the playoff though?
I don't know. Probably. I would imagine they are. But they shouldn't. I mean, that's what I think about players. Be like, hey, get the hell out of here, dude. You don't want to play?
Yeah. You don't want to be here out.
Yeah. The whole thing is you just can't. They need to fix the calendar. Somebody, I don't know who it is. We need a commissioner. We need we volunteer as commissioner. We can't be having players and coaches leaving in the playoffs because it just means that they don't give a crap about winning. It's all about money. So,
well, I mean, everything's messed up. The portal's messed up because if you're in the top 4 left in playoffs, you're not recruiting during the transfer portal window. You're still playing.
Yeah,
not that those teams need people, but maybe they do. I don't know. Texas Tech, if they're playing in the semifinals, their team's based on the portal.
Yeah. I don't know. I want conference championships to matter too. Like I feel like that's the one thing that they're trying to get rid of so hard so that they can do what they're doing, which is just putting as many SEC schools in there as they want. Like
Look,
they're all
to
making
me,
fun of these conference championship spaces, and it's like,
don't
even,
get rid of the conference championships. You're obviously just going to already rank them how you want to rank them. So get rid of the conference championships and make that
you
another
know what you
round.
do? No,
Make it another round.
move the Army Navy game to that weekend, standalone game. Give it back to us. Give us back the
Okay,
Army Navy
move
games.
Army Navy game that weekend, then put another round the next weekend. I don't know. Like, give me another round of playoffs, and then BYU, Miami, JMU, they can all be in, and we can play it out on the field. Like it's meant to be done.
Yeah. I think who was some coach was talking about. He says 24 team playoff, just like the FCS. I'm like that they're not going to get rid of they're not going to get rid of conference championship weekend because they just sold out all the tickets to the Big 12 championship.
Yeah.
It'll be the largest Big 12 championship in history. It just sucks that the Big 12
Yeah,
is
but
having
I think the NCAA gets that money.
Oh, well.
I think that's the only way that I think that's the only way NCAA makes money in football.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, then they're probably not going to get rid of that until you get rid of the NCAA. But it just sucks that Oklahoma's there at 10-2, and they're clogging up a spot when it should be BYU that's up there. And the winners it doesn't matter. It's just the winner plays for the bye week between Texas Tech and BYU. You know what I mean? Instead, we've got an SEC school in there that's screwing everything up.
Look, move Oklahoma to 10 and take Notre Dame out.
I'm fine with Miami or Notre Dame being in there. I don't want 5 SEC schools, and I don't think the 6th-ranked team should be in there. I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, like, there's how many teams are there in that conference? Like 14?
Yeah.
Like, you don't need half the conference in there. So, anyways.
They get a check. The conference gets checks, too. So then that check is spread out between all the teams in that conference. So they're getting 6 checks.
And the same check from ESPN because
whereas Big 12's getting 1 check.
Stupid. Here's the top the current top 25 wins versus the current top 25 of the college football playoff. Pretty much the same across the board. Nobody has more than 3. Average is about 2. So this idea that people are beating tougher schedules and way more ranked wins and playing, that's all rigamaroo. It's all fluff. It's all junk. They all play about the same amount of ranked teams, with the exception of 1 or 2 teams every year get a really soft conference schedule. But that's your own damn fault because you're the ones that said, hey, let's expand the conferences, and then everybody doesn't play each other, and then you get mad because some teams have easier schedules than others. It's your own damn fault. So you did it to yourselves. It's hard to complain about who doesn't play who whenever you made the conferences so big and nobody plays each other. They don't all play each other, but Texas Tech and Georgia have the most ranked wins. BYU has 2 ranked wins, so.
Yeah.
Also, did you know this, J-Bye? BYU is the lowest ranked 11-1 power conference team at the end of the regular season in college football playoff history. Every other 11-1 power conference team since 2014 was ranked in the top 10.
Do you think they left them off because they thought
Sataki?
Yeah, was leaving.
That's not fair. I love this graphic. This is a long one. If you're going to penalize BYU for a weak strength of schedule, BYU's strength of schedule is better than Ole Miss and Notre Dame. If you're going to penalize them for not having the strongest power ratings, BYU's FPI is higher than Oklahoma's. If you're going to penalize for non-competitive or bad loss, Alabama lost by 14 to a team with a losing record. Miami lost to 2 unranked teams. If you're going to use strength of record like you indicated you would, BYU's strength of record is the second highest of the teams 6 through 12. BYU also made their conference championship game, and if you sum up the wins of the teams they've beaten, it is 3rd in the country. It's hard to win games, and BYU has beaten a lot of teams, a lot of wins. Makes no sense.
With a freshman quarterback.
Now, they're flawed. He can't really throw the football, but their defense is good.
Yeah.
So, and then you've got all the people coming out. David Pollack says that remember the College Football Playoff Committee is not trying to get the 12 best teams in every year. They're trying to justify the 12 teams they can put in. I don't say I agree with it or like it, but it's pretty consistent every year. So they don't want to put the best teams. They want to. I'm telling you right now, the job they did with the SEC by ranking all his teams, and then them, beating Missouri and Tennessee and keeping them ranked forever until they all had 4 or 5 ranked wins, and it's a masterclass on the committee just distracting the people that there's 5 SEC schools in there. Nobody's saying anything about it. We will, but. And here comes Dan Orlovsky and Kirk Herbstreit both said the same thing. Kirk Herbstreit said, "Get ready for this to happen all over the sport. It's only about how many wins you have and not who you're playing and where you're playing. And you're going to see every AD make these same moves. Kiss meaningful non-conference games in late August and early September goodbye. Cupcakes moving forward until teams get to conference play."
Did you see what they did?
Alabama?
Yeah.
They got rid of USF and they're playing what, ECU or something, or Chattanooga?
Chattanooga.
They act like Alabama didn't, and I'm sick of all the people being like, "See what you did? See, look what you made us do." Shut up. You didn't want if you want to play hard games, you wouldn't be playing Chattanooga in November. You just moved Chattanooga from November to August, and you're blaming the fans for it. Idiots. Shut up, Kirk. Act like these schools didn't want to do it anyways. Nonsense, dude.
Look, ESPN owns the college football playoffs. They have all the rights, so they're going to find a way to put in teams that get viewership so they can make money back for all the money they're spending on having those rights.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the fact that Kirk Herbstreit and Dan Orlovsky are blaming like, "Oh, kiss Texas and Ohio State goodbye." Well, guess what, guys? That game sucked anyways. It wasn't any better than any of the other games I watched. So, like, what are you trying to prove? That's by being like, "Oh, meaningful non-conference games." So what games do matter? Like, I don't understand. If you're not going to measure conference championships, if
I'll tell you what game matters is next Saturday at 3:30 on CBS.
You're damn right. Army Navy, baby. Let's go. So this idea that they can just sit there and we're ruining college football because we're not letting the team who played Ohio State and lost, mind you, and then got crushed by Georgia and then lost to Florida. Like, the meaningful game had nothing to do with the fact that Texas didn't get in. It had everything to do with the fact that Texas almost got beat by Mississippi State, almost got beat by Kentucky, who got smoked by Louisville.
Fired their coach.
Yeah, like they're making all this big mess out of because Texas played Ohio State. Well,
look, Texas doesn't need to get in because Texas can't play on the road. And Texas, if they're in, they're going to be playing on the road.
Facts.
They stunk on the road this year. They lost at Florida. They almost lost to Kentucky. Like you said, guess where? They played Ohio State on the road. They got dominated that game.
And we don't want a 6th SEC school in there. What are we doing? You mean to tell me that the SEC is that much far? I mean, we saw this past weekend, South Carolina got beat by Clemson. Louisville smoked Kentucky. I mean, it's they act like they're all these big, giant, unbelievable. They're that much farther ahead, everybody. Friday KC said, "I wish these prissy P4s would schedule." I bet you they won't. They're not going to schedule a good group of 5 team. They won't schedule JMU. That's for damn sure. Should I put in Tesla?
I bet they wish they would have kept App on the schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Should I run with Tesla or Jacoby Myers? Dude, Jacoby Myers, let's go. Wide receiver 1 in Jacksonville.
Well, speaking of the college football playoffs and one of the teams in the playoffs, I have an update on my big board. Tex has yet again missed another big board quote. I'm not sure what episode this was from. It was the one Dialon was on too. It was before the Georgia-Texas game. Tex said that Georgia would be out of the playoffs after that week. He was wrong. Dialon also said that Georgia would beat Texas, but they would lose to Georgia Tech. Dylon, you were wrong. Dylon,
Mm.
I have another one for you just because we won't talk about your team later because they stink. I'm going to go ahead and say from episode 200, when Dylon said that the Vikings would win the Super Bowl, I'm going to say that one was wrong.
It's over, dude. Over.
There's two more, but I'll wait.
Friday KC says Vandy turned down a game against us, against Jack State. Yeah. I mean, not for obvious reasons, dude. I picked you guys to go to the conference title game this year. You remember the predictions I did?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't turn out very well. I was about half right. It's not bad.
It's about how your pick'ems are.
Yeah. No, upset alert, upset advisory. All right, we move on to Monday night. Patriots improved to 11-2 after defeating the Giants on Monday Night Football. They beat them 33-15. As our AFC East guy, Buffalo Bills. How worried are you?
I'm not worried. Bills still have to play them. I think they got a really good shot to win the AFC East. I think they have a really good shot to have home field playoff advantage. Do I think they're beatable? Absolutely.
The Patriots.
Tell me a team that Vrabel has led in the playoffs and been successful. He had the Titans with Ryan Tannehill as the number 1 seed, playoff field advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he does have a better quarterback, but I don't know. I got to see Vrabel in the playoffs to really believe in them. What I will say, though, as a Bills fan who suffered through 20 years of Tom Brady, I was not prepared for the Patriots to be this good this fast. Like, they weren't bad long enough, If you've been good for that long, you have to be bad for a certain amount of time before you can be good again. They weren't like when the Bills went to 4 Super Bowls in a row. They were still kind of good, really, until 2000. But then from 2000 to 2018, we didn't make the playoffs. So we had to be bad for 18 years. Like, the Patriots weren't bad long enough. So it's
Even
not
Mac Jones,
really
they made
fair.
the playoffs.
They made the playoffs, but like they weren't bad long enough.
Like
you know what I mean?
Years.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They haven't been back. Like, they are still rebuilding. They still have the most cap space out of anybody in the NFL.
Yeah.
And they have 11 or 12 draft picks next draft. Like, they're still rebuilding. So they're not supposed to be this good this fast.
And they lost like half their offensive line, but they cannot run the football at all.
I will also say that being an AFC-er, the AFC is bad this year.
It's bad.
It's bad. So they also have it, but you know what they haven't done? They haven't lost bad games.
That's a good point.
Like, that's the key to getting where you want to get in the NFL is don't lose bad games. Like, they don't have a bad. I mean, yeah, they lost the first 2 games of the season. I get it, but they've also played a lot. They lost to the Raiders and then they lost to the Steelers. When they lost to the Steelers, they turned it over 6 times.
Yeah,
but like, they haven't beat themselves, and that's what a lot of teams. That's where a lot of teams get their nicks. That's where a lot of teams get their losses is when they're beating themselves. I mean, the Bills do it every year, a couple times a year, and it cost us. They haven't done that.
Also, before the game, there was an iconic tweet about Abdul Carter, and a lot of people knew about the tweet that were on the national broadcast, but did never come out and say about the tweet of why Abdul Carter. They asked Mike Kafka at halftime, "What's up with Abdul Carter not playing in the first quarter?" Knowing that 70 billion people have seen the tweet about what he was doing in the team meeting.
But my reference to that was they should put the reason he was suspended, they should put that on the Windows iPads because he got a sack the first play that he was at. And he's underperformed this year. So he overperformed after said tweet for getting suspended for certain reasons.
Also, shout out to Drake May. The Giants ran a bunch of single high looks versus him, and he absolutely carved him up. Dude, he leads the league in like everything. It's crazy. Shout out to Jameis on the sidelines. He was filmed during some review or something. It was phenomenal. Shout out to the dude who absolutely put Jackson Dart 7 rows deep into the stands. And
Yes.
that was incredible.
Shout out to his guy for coming and defending him. No questions asked. Your quarterback gets hit, you have to fight that guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's clean or not. Your quarterback gets hit like that, you have to fight. And he did that. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yep. He
Worth
came right
the penalty.
up. Then, he dropped a touchdown pass later. Theo Johnson.
He did. Can't do that.
And Jackson Dart said afterwards, he's like, this is the way I've been playing my whole life. And we're not playing soccer out there, and I'm going to get hit. And every old media head is trying to lecture him and being like, you can't play like that. It's irresponsible. And it's like, I mean, you play the game how you want to play the game, dude. If your career's cut short, whatever. Like, I'm not going to tell another man how to go play football.
Yeah. Yeah. If you try to play another way, then you're going to think about it too much. And, it's you're going to play slow.
Shout out to Mac Hollins showing up with no shoes on in a full-on mechanics suit carrying a spare tire.
Dude, look at his toes.
Dude, yeah. Their quarterbacks to win 10 straight games with an 80-plus passer rating in a single season prior to age 24 since 1950. There's Dan Marino, and then there's Drake May. Also, Younghoe Koo, dude. You see this?
Yes.
Somebody put Younghoe Koo just didn't kick the football. Thank you, Friday KC memes. And people have edited Younghoe Koo out of the picture and have Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk, kicking the football.
I don't even know. I tried to think about like why he did that, because at first I thought it was supposed to be a fake or something, but then they showed the close up, and the holder kind of dropped the ball a little bit, like he bobbled it a little bit, and then tried to like put it up. So my initial thought was, Younghoe Koo saw this and was like, I'm not kicking that, because I know that ball's going to go sideways to the left. I'm not kicking that ball. So he did that to not get a bad stat, because he's on his second team this year. He can't be out there missing field goals.
You can't be out there.
What he ended up doing was much worse.
It was way worse. That was something, dude.
The golf memes were out of control.
Dude, the one somebody said he's going to get charged by the Patriots grounds crew because he didn't fix his divot. He's going to get kicked out of the club.
I mean, I saw one. It was like, what I do with my wedge after hitting the most beautiful drive all day, and it's exactly right. It's exactly right.
Dude, Younghoe Koo, way to make a name for yourself. He said, "Did y'all see darts?" Yeah, I did. He looked like Anakin Skywalker, dude. I don't know what he was wearing, man.
I have a bone to pick with Drake May, though.
Here's his stats compared to Matt Stafford.
Because I had a parlay going, and it was a good parlay. I was trying to find it. I just had it, but I lost it. It was a 3-leg parlay. It was Theo Johnson over 15 yards receiving, Trayvon Henderson 50 yards rushing, Drake May 15 yards rushing. Drake May had 16 yards rushing, and then he took 3 knees at the end of the game, and he finished with 12 yards rushing. So I had won the parlay, and because of that, I lost the parlay.
What a bad bet for
bad beat. That should not count. That bet should count.
That's 2 weeks in a row, dude. Stafford and Drake May are the top 2 people for the MVP right now. Who would you give your vote to?
Before last weekend, I would have gave it to Stafford, but he threw 2 pick sixes last week against the Panthers.
Yeah. Look how fake Stafford's teeth are, too. You can see him in this picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Drake May's having a great year. I mean, he deserves it right now.
Yeah.
Jonathan
I
Taylor's
would agree with
fallen
that.
off. I would have said Jonathan Taylor, but he's fallen off too.
Stafford has Sean McVay, one of the best offensive lines in football, a great defense, one of the best head coaches, Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. Like, come on. I mean, he's good, but I mean, holy smokes, dude. Can you ask for a better roster? I mean, Drake May's out there throwing to one-legged Stephon Diggs.
And they're about to have a top 10 draft pick.
Three-legged, however you want to look.
Yeah.
Anyways. Oh. Anyways. Some NFL news. Shout out football, dude. 44.7 million average viewers on Thanksgiving. It's the most watched Thanksgiving Day average on record. Up 30% 2024. People said the NFL and football is stupid. I say to you, 100 million people disagree.
Were they tired of football by the 8 o'clock hour?
I was watching. I mean, look, you put 3 football games on, I'm watching them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was not part of that dip, but maybe Lamar Jackson just isn't must-see TV anymore. Or Joe Burrow. Have they lost it? Do people not like AFC North football?
Well, the Bills play the Bengals this week, so the Bengals tweeted out that video or the meme of Joe Burrow in the snow throwing it and turning around.
Oh, no.
And somebody commented on I've seen this clip more of Joe Burrow than I have of any clip of him playing in the Super Bowl. And it's true.
It is. The Cowboys-Chiefs game was the most watched regular season game in history. 52.7 million viewers. So, also, the Cleveland Browns.
Let's go.
Designated Deshaun Watson to return to practice. Let's go. Get some veteran leadership in there for Shador Dash. Somebody said he was Shador Dash Sanders. J-Vi tried to get Q with an over on the Turducken parlay. Never forget. People caught you, dude.
What?
Friday, KC came in here and said, wait, he's the under guy. He's not the over guy.
I did.
He caught you.
To be fair, they had 31 points in the first half. It should have easily gone over.
Look at you. Speaking of designated to return, Tex is here. Here we go. But yeah, Deshaun Watson's back. Hey, maybe the AFC North's still wide open, dude. Browns aren't out of it yet. The Steelers signed Adam Thielen.
Did you see the other
joke?
Did you see the other tweet that blew up?
No.
They were saying after the Bills kicked the Steelers' ass, they're like, Tomlin's going to come in here and say you can't eat soup with a fork. You got to get a spoon and all this stuff. And then they're like, then he'll probably sign some 2018 Pro Bowler to the practice squad. And that is exactly what happened.
He did. What are they doing, Adam Thielen? They got the oldest. This is literally the Lay's potato chip commercial.
They haven't completed a pass downfield in like 6 weeks. More than 20 yards.
What a weird. I mean, what's the? He looks like one of Kevin's brothers.
He asked for he asked to get waived by the Vikings so he could go to a contender. I would fire my agent immediately.
Like, hey, guess what? We still got a shot to win the AFC North, baby.
I would get rid of my agent immediately.
Holy smokes! Can he not go east-west? He only plays for north-south teams. This guy doesn't give Adam Thielen doesn't give a two rips about the equator. He's a line of meridian guy, prime meridian, whatever the hell that north and south one's called. Tex, what is it called?
The prime meridian.
See, knew it. All right, Tex, you're just in time. Do you have anything that you want to say about the college football playoff before we move into your Cowboys game?
No, but I am so sad that there is no weeknight football on.
It's disgusting.
I've grown accustomed to getting home every night and being like, all right, college football game's on. Great. We got some MAC. What am I going to bet on? What can I watch?
Yeah.
What can I get on?
They should make the MAC championship for Wednesday.
That is a great take, dude.
It stinks. No weeknight football stinks. I hate it. I'll be sitting there in freaking June wishing for a Kent State Eastern Michigan game. Please. Give me some gray field. Give me some green jerseys.
Yeah, but let it still be snowing there. Helmets. Let it still be cold there, though.
Yeah, please.
Oh, we will be watching. Don't you worry. We'll be watching Jack State, baby. It's my second favorite team now. Okay. Let's go. Let's hit the football. Yay, and let's talk some Thursday night football. Tex, just in time, baby.
Football. Yay.
Okay, here we go. Thursday night football. Big, huge game in the NFC playoff picture. The Dallas Cowboys on the road in the Motor City at the Detroit Lions, coming off a win on Thanksgiving, very emotional win against the Chiefs, another coming off a very emotional loss. But the Lions were on Monday favored by 3 at home. Over-under set at 53.5. Over-under set at 53.5. The Cowboys, Jadeveon Clowney's a little bit injured. Trayvon Diggs injured. Malik Hooker, Deron Bland, he was a full practice couple of days. So some injuries for the Cowboys. And then the Lions, Taylor Decker, limited, didn't practice Tuesday. Kirby Joseph didn't practice Tuesday. Penei Sewell didn't practice Tuesday. Amon-Ra St. Brown has not practiced all week. So both teams dealing with some injuries, but the Lions have some key injuries. And if you're going to be missing DBs against the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to get absolutely. We saw what the Packers wide receivers and Jordan Love did to the Lions. Now you get George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb.
It is still at 3. But the over-under has been set at 54.5.
So it's gone up. Okay.
I'm riding Cowboys.
B. McCormick's game of the year.
And the over.
Look,
here's my other score on them.
Here's my other two. Here's my other two big board statements that I think we can put it into. This one for sure. Text episode 324. Cowboys go undefeated in November. Did not happen.
Rip it up live on screen. You heard that ripping.
Not happen.
Didn't happen.
The second one, though, and I think this is what I'm labeling this.
We'll go undefeated for the rest of November.
No, you said November.
No, you're
yes.
not.
No. The next week I said they'll go undefeated the rest of November. Put it on the big board.
Episode 277. Tex said, "This is the year the Cowboys turn it around." The Cowboys had a losing record for most of the season. The Cowboys now have a winning record. So to me, if they win this game, this is the year they turn it around. Will be a win. I'll give it a win if they win this game. This is their turn it around game.
I love it.
Turn it around game.
Last year was 47-13 when we played the Lions. 47-13.
Score on them.
They're going to have to fucking score on us. Guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen this game? Payback game. This game has been circled on the calendar since last year when we saw the schedule come out.
Calendar game?
This is a circle the calendar game.
Circle the calendar.
Wow.
Turn it around. Payback game.
Turn it around.
Of the year.
Ultimate revenge. Payback. Give me my money. Debo game of the year.
Y'all better pay me my money. Shout out that coach. For the Cowboys to win, Tex, what has to happen?
I'm in the middle of building a parlay, and Dak Prescott must have 2+ touchdowns.
That's your bet. That's your riding. That's your big game Dak bet of the year. When you need the Cowboys to ride high, you bet Dak 2+ TDs.
3-pick parlay, Dallas +3, over 54.5, 2+ touchdowns Dak Prescott. 305 plus 305 with a 30% single game profit, single game parlay boost if you opt in, plus 397.
J-Bye, if the Lions win, what has to happen?
Well, they got to protect Jared Goff. Anytime Jared Goff gets pressure on him, he is terrible. And so if the Cowboys can get pressure, I mean, if Decker's out, that's their left tackle. their starting left tackle. If he's out,
Mhm.
and Clowney can continue to produce how he's been producing, and they get a push from Quentin Johnson, the Cowboys can get after the quarterback like they have been recently. George Pickens is the best offensive player right now in the game.
Yeah.
And Dak is just finding him. And letting him do his thing. And Lions haven't been able to stop anybody in 4 years. I don't know how Aaron Glenn was revered as this great defensive mind head coach, and the Lions gave up like 30 points a game. They just scored 35 points a game.
Injuries, dude. Injuries.
Yeah. But
dude, how many shots of Jerry are we going to get with his no neck? You think he still has that turkey leg? He should carry it with him the rest of the year. He should get it vacuum sealed. That has to be like their rally monkey. Where's that turkey Jake Ferguson fisted?
Yes.
That's what they need.
Guys being dudes, because they showed some clips in the locker room. Dak Prescott takes the half-eaten turkey to his head coach and says, "Take a bite of this." And his coach looked at it. It
was like football communion up in there.
Yeah,
Did he do it for the camera? It was
guys being dudes.
It was, hey, take a bite of this turkey and then take a sip of this Pure Leaf sweet tea.
Wash it down with sweet tea.
That's what I'm saying. Man, my thing is, it's going to be on Jared Goff.
Which team is more jailing right now, more than the Cowboys? You tell me.
The 49ers?
No.
Oh, yes, buddy, by a long
Did you not see?
Have you not seen how
the blocking
Christmas party videos from the 49ers?
It's not even Christmas party. It doesn't make any sense. Christmas party.
I'm sorry.
World.
Doesn't your team and your company have a Christmas party? You don't go to the Christmas party?
Not in the first week of December.
We can't be distracted by it. We're going to be playing for the 1 seed. Get out what do you mean? What do you mean?
Wow. No.
Dude, Seahawks beat the Rams. Niners beat the Seahawks. Then we beat the Bears.
The Bears are in the 1 seed.
Play the Bears. We played the Bears last game. If neither of us lose a game, well, the Bears probably going to lose a game. So then they'll both be 4 losses. Niners got a shot at the 1. Look at their schedule.
You saw the Seahawks.
I know. In San Francisco. We already beat them in Seattle. Give a rip about the Seahawks. Freaking Sam Darnold out there throwing for 120 yards a game. Grow up. Worry about your own division, buddy.
No way y'all win the division.
Bet to make a big board? Make a big board?
I'll bet
Niners get the 1
what
seed.
Episode is this?
Put it on it's 338. Put it on the big board. Niners get the 1 seed. Put it on there.
Episode.
Put it on there.
338. AK.
Tex, the Cowboys basically have to win out. Do you think they can win all the way to the Super Bowl?
The 1.
Telling you right now. My thing
Cowboys
is
they don't have to win out completely. They can lose 1 game.
Okay. But they can't lose this game.
They can't lose this game.
They
can lose. The only game they can really lose. The only game they can really lose is against the Chargers. That's the only one they can really lose.
You've already mapped it out.
I can't lose.
I've already done the playoff machine.
He's in the playoff simulator.
I can't lose.
Turn it around.
Revenge game.
Yep. No, there was something else you said. There was something else that Tex said that he threw in there. I can't remember what it was. Look, the Lions got to run the football, but I don't know if they can against the Cowboys. That's just the way it is.
Which is surprising because for the last year and a half, everybody ran the ball in the Cowboys.
Yep. Hey, Kenny Clark and what's his face?
Quentin Johnson.
Yeah. And Overshown. He's electric. Tex, I want you to just for the Cowboys, this is the real stat that matters because at night the Cowboys are 1-2-1. On turf, they're 5-2-1. Indoors, they're 5-1-1. But outdoors, they're 1-4. This is a soft team. You better be lucky this game was indoors. I'll tell you that right now. But anytime I'm betting the Cowboys to play outside, not going to happen.
They don't play well at night because Dak's older, so he gets stiff faster.
True.
If he's stiff, he doesn't play well.
Well, that's what happens when you give yourself diabetes from drinking pure leaf tea.
Well, and think about their
Become insulin resistant.
Clowney's older.
George
Logan
Pickens
Wilson,
is not.
Wilson is older.
Lucas Wilkins.
Swallowed my spit.
George Pickens does not want to play outside anymore. He proved that. Circle it on the calendar game. Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
NKC. Great job there. This actually sucks because we tried to use this for the Giants and they didn't work at all. Okay, this is a fun graphic text. Here you go. If the Lions win, shout out MrCaseB.com. Okay. This is the current playoff probability. He makes this awesome graphic. Go follow him on Twitter. If the Cowboys win, their chances of making the playoffs go up to 45%. If they lose, it goes down to 9%. If the Lions win, it goes up to 63%. And if they lose, their playoff probability goes down to 21%. So this is, this can't lose. You're talking 9% or 45%. Huge swing.
It's a playoff leverage game.
Playoff leverage game. Yep. Look at the Bills up there at 97% with a win. Niners are at 86%. I'm just saying. Just looking at the numbers here. This game has the third most combined playoff leverage of Week 14. Shout out Mr. Case B, who does these awesome graphics. Lions, 78%. 78.1% between the Lions and the Cowboys tomorrow.
Steelers, Ravens. That's
102. I don't even know how you can get over 102%. How you can get over 100%?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't. That's more.
They're giving 110% in this game.
Yeah, the AFC North football.
So hang on. What's this saying?
This saying combined playoff leverage of Week 14 matchups.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
I have no idea.
It means
78%.
The Lions.
You don't know how important this game
40.
is, dude? Wow, Cowboys fans don't even know how important this game is. 78% playoff leverage.
I'm trying to understand. So the orange number is the playoff probability with a loss.
Yes.
The blue is playoff probability with a win.
Is it the difference between the two that they add? So it'd be 42 plus 36.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I just figured it out. There's a 36% difference between 45% and 9 and a 42% difference between 21 and 63. 36 plus 42 is 78, buddy.
Not 0.1 though. Where's 0.1 coming?
Well, they're probably. I'm sure that they're. The point. Hey, that's luck. That's luck. That's for a tie. So
the Chiefs
I still don't understand
game
it.
Is legit. Losers out.
It is. That is a loser. Well, the Texans could still win because their division's collapsing.
Yeah,
but if the Chiefs lose, it's over. Over. Dolphins still have a chance. This is a crazy graphic. I'll send it to you, Tex. You can look at it then.
Hang on. Where's the Bills at? Where's the Bills at in there?
The Bills game,
they're 20% difference.
Yeah. If the Bengals win.
Trap game for the Bills.
100%.
This don't match up with the Bengals very well.
I was going to say, this is a kryptonite game. It's not trap game. This is a kryptonite game.
Joe Burrow's back.
Mm-hmm. Big game.
Higgins is still out, I think, though.
They beat the Ravens. Adam. So, all right. Let's move on to college football. First of all, shout out. Can we shout out us? Doug Rudolph, whoever this is. App State's set to receive $3 million in 2026 to be used for NIL. It was generated from legal sports betting in North Carolina, and the athletic department reportedly is aiming for a $4 to $5 million NIL budget for next year's football team. Can we just give ourselves a round of applause? Because I think as much as we've done this year to contribute to App State getting this money. Shout out.
Is that you get money if they bet on you? Like,
I don't know.
Because Duke's got a lot of your money because you bet on them to be the underdog every week.
Shout out to signing day was today too, by the way.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go quickly through these coaching hires. Kalani Sitake back to BYU. They thought he was going to go to Penn State, and then this happened. The Crumble Cookie guys.
Are they Utah guys?
Yes, they're BYU guys. They sent a package to Penn State, a DoorDash delivery to the Penn State Athletic Administration building. And then, to top it off, James Franklin, coincidental dessert choice at the Hokie signing day ceremony put on by the coach. He used crumble cookies.
Wow.
So the crumble cookie guys punked Penn State, who's absolutely tanking in the signing rankings.
I mean, Tex, you might as well put in an application.
Go ahead, dude.
I'll do it.
Penn State.
I don't know how you do it. I'll go to the website tomorrow and I will look and I will try to apply.
We might have a Penn State.
But I'm only going to do it. I'm only going to do it if I can get the best offensive line coach in the country to come with me.
Yep. No tampering, though. We're not tampering.
Yes, I am. This is full tampering.
Dude, shout out to the Crumble Cookie guys for putting Penn State on an absolute platter, and then James Franklin for hitting the people's elbow on them. Absolutely incredible.
It's like the Dudley boys. Get the tables.
Get the tables. Also, shout out to Michigan State with probably the best hire. They hired Pat Fitzgerald.
Instant turnaround for that program.
Instant turnaround. So, Pat Fitzgerald to Michigan State. He won. He had quite a standoff with Northwestern that kind of went under the table. CEO Stats was filling me in on that. Kentucky hires the offensive coordinator Will Stein from Oregon.
He's like 32.
Yeah. So he goes to Kentucky, and then JMU's coach Bob Chesney is going to UCLA. Other big news.
I think Oklahoma State won that, the coaching, because they're getting a North Texas guy who turned around and made North Texas program relevant. I mean, nobody's ever heard of North Texas other than Coach Moore.
Yeah.
But he's going to be able to do it now in the Big 12, that if you score points in the Big 12, you're usually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he scores a lot of points. So if he can get his guys and still recruit that Dallas area, he could take some people away from Texas or Oklahoma.
Oklahoma State's facilities are phenomenal.
Well, they got money. They got Boone Pickens.
That stadium is phenomenal.
So if they go in on the NIL stuff, I think that could be a huge, huge win and steal.
I put this on there because the number one quarterback, Jared Curtis, is flipping his commitment from Georgia to Vanderbilt. And this is just funny because you can see why all these people are trying to pound the table and bust up the ACC and make you worry about BYU Notre Dame, because the Georgias and the Alabamas are losing to the Vanderbilts of the world in the recruiting game now. So this thing's about to get way more equal across the board. And then Texas and all these SEC schools are blaming everybody. We'll just play ourselves. You don't want us to play out of conference games anyways. Well, guess what? Looks like Vanderbilt's going to be sticking around for a while, and it won't be the big boys. And I hope that happens. But it's just funny because you're going to see teams with money, programs with money, start to get these high-level players. So, any thoughts on that?
Well, that's kind of what I've been saying.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I mean, these schools like a Vanderbilt, like a Virginia, that have good educational programs that have alumni in predominant spots that make a lot of money, and all they have to do is say, "Oh, we'd like for our football team to be good." They can start making that happen now. Yeah, for the longest time, it was just like, man, I just wish our football team would be good. I try to do as much as I can, but now they could actually do something about it.
Hell, look at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
I mean,
NIL
you say that, but you got schools like Duke and Rice who are still lagging behind. They got huge amounts of money. Harvard.
They'll catch up.
We'll see.
They're going to watch all their buddies be like, hey, you know what? I just donated like $5 million to the program, and now we're really good. And then they'll turn it into, they can be like ipso facto NFL owners if they want.
The problem that Duke has is they don't accept transfers that are juniors or seniors, so they can't get a guy in there. They can't get a real experienced guy in there to turn the program around a year or two while they continue to build up their freshman sophomore class. So they're probably going to struggle in that way, but they could still easily get back in the game fairly quickly.
BMO said the Bengals might win the division. Dude, put money on the Bengals. Let's do it. Tex, put some money on the Bengals to win the division. Let's help App State out more. Also, funny thoughts for the Penn State coaching job. They should hire Kevin James as he played Sean Payton. Or they could hire the coach from Friday Night Lights.
Ben Roethlisberger said they should hire Tomlin.
Or they could hire Russell Wilson. Can you imagine?
Mm.
Russell Wilson showing up with his camera crew. Incredible. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The stage is set. We're going to go over these conference championship games a little more when we do our pick 'em, because that's what we have to pick this week. But we've got all shout out, play the fight song. Love this graphic. Incredible. Lays out. Go follow Play the Fight song. Their podcast too. Tells you what time, what day, what network. Boom. Kennesaw State. Well, we'll go over these in the pick 'em contest, but this is just a great graphic. While everybody's here, though, it's time for upset advisory.
Ooh.
This is a good list. 6 teams make the upset advisory. If your logo is seen on this, you and your school are on upset advisory. Guess what, Kennesaw State? We've seen this song and dance before. You're going to Jacksonville State? Pretty sure they're wearing their blackout uniforms. It's over.
They've already lost. They lost to Jacksonville State already.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Kennesaw State.
Bengals are plus 850.
Yeah, put a little E unit on that. North Texas is favored at Tulane. I don't like that one bit. Plus, I picked Tulane to make the college football playoff. Way back when. People said I was crazy. Then we got Boise State -4 against UNLV. The Fighting Dan Mullins. See?
They
all blacks.
smoked UNLV last time.
They did. Revenge game. Then the Mercer Bears, they're hosting South Dakota. Not South Dakota State, but South Dakota, who just went on the road and I think absolutely bamboozled somebody. And the Mercer Bears are on upset advisory. We watch FCS around here. Tarleton State is hosting North Dakota, not North Dakota State. They're favored by 6.5. North Dakota just smoked Tennessee Tech at home. Blew them out.
Tarleton State's good.
They are good.
They were number two in the FCS, I'm pretty sure.
But North Dakota's coming down. They're going to be playing in some warm weather. They're going to be like, what is this? It's a heat wave down here.
You'd be like shorts for skins.
That's right. Exactly, dude. And then Georgia, because they keep being favored against Alabama, but they can't beat Alabama. So that's your upset advisory for conference championship weekend. That's a pretty good list. Had to dive into the FCS there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do we want to do the picks of the week and then the pick 'em, or do we want to, you know what? Let's come back to the picks of the week. Let's come back.
Okay.
Let me pull up our pick 'em contest. Okay.
Am I hitting the
Come back.
picks?
Do what?
Am I hitting the electric guitar?
Oh, yeah, hit the electric guitar. Break it, Pepe Le Pew. All right, ladies and gentlemen, usually we go from the bottom to the top. There's only 3 of us here. There are 9 games.
Well, Jack State isn't the underdog anymore.
Damn it. Yes, dude. Well, they were on Monday, so we got 2.5. Hey, I was right, though. I told you.
That just ruined your graphic.
No, that graphic is saying, hey, pay attention. This was on Monday. I picked that on Monday. I made that graphic on Monday.
AK.
We can win $100,000? I didn't know you could win $100,000. All right, ladies and gentlemen who can't see, we're doing the college football playoff pick 'em The CBS one ended. I didn't even know that it ended. I had no idea. However, I found another one on ESPN who does all the conference championship games. So that's what we're going to go with. There's 3 of us. Do we each pick 3 games? Or
Okay.
do we let the chat pick one of the games? You know what? Or do we just go us 3?
And the
Us
chat
three.
would have to pick 2 of the games.
Us 3.
Us 3. Okay.
Us 3.
Jack
Wow,
State
they're still +2 on DraftKings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Jacksonville State has been home. These I didn't like these spreads at all by ESPN. They're trying to screw you. Jack State has been home underdogs 5 times this year. They've won outright each game. Friday will be the 6th. Dude, I'm telling you, I've been on because of Jack State memes, the Friday AKC. Okay, he said 3. B. McCormick says 3. He's spoken. Okay. Usually we start from the bottom up. Tex. You get Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State. Who are you picking?
Jacksonville State. No question.
Okay, favored by 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
We just got insider information from our
Blacks.
Jacksonville State.
Blackout. Friday night blackout.
Let's go. Conference championship on the line. I love that. It's gonna be rocking there.
Oh, no.
J-Bye. You get
Oh,
James
no.
Madison hosting the Troy Trojans, and PMT got their wish. PFT's the guest, whatever there. I don't know what they're doing, the Rebel Yell or whatever the hell they do. The Bulldog Snot Rockets. JMU's favored by 22.5 points at home, ranked 25th. Taking on Troy, Sunbelt Championship. Friday, December 5th. These games are Friday.
Yep.
By the way, I love
I'm trying to.
to 7.
I didn't know I was going to have this game, so I'm trying to look up some stuff really quickly.
While you do that, I can ramble some more because
they don't have a ton of common opponents right off the bat that I can see.
they're playing the same conference. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that mean they play the same teams in that conference. Like App didn't play Troy this year.
Okay. That's just a weird thing to say for a conference championship.
Well, I've seen how they played against other teams. I do know that Troy has
same
covered the spread.
Didn't play a lot of the same teams.
Hey, Troy has covered the spread in 8 of its last 9 games in December.
Okay.
James Madison, its last 5 games against conference opponents have gone over. And James Madison's won their last 10 games. So having said that, that's a lot of points. That's 3 touchdowns.
That's 3 touchdowns. You're talking about the best of the best here.
Yeah, a conference championship, 3 touchdowns. I'm going to go Troy.
Woo! Okay.
Because style points aren't doing anything for JMU. I think they're going to be upset. Their coach is leaving. They don't really have a way unless Duke wins the ACC championship. Which, let's be honest, I got Troy. JMU's got nothing to play for. And
I don't think this is the last 2-raw game.
And
2-raw game. That's a good.
And they're 0-1 with PMT picking.
Oh, yep.
This is spreads pick.
Yeah.
What?
Spreads.
Troy lost 33-0 against Old Dominion.
Yep. That was 3 weeks ago, though.
Sounds like he's saying, I don't know, J-Vi.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. Look.
How do you find it so far?
Friday.
JMU won 63-27 against Old Dominion. I'm still going Troy.
You're still going Troy? Let's go, dude.
My gut says Troy.
Get it's like 300, baby. You're like the movie 300. Where's BMO? All right, so Friday we had it starts at 7:00 with those 2 games. And then we moved to 8:00 on Friday. ABC, the American Championship. Winner goes to the college football playoff. North Texas favored by 2.5. Both these coaches are out of here. You got Mestemurger or whatever his name is, ripping balls all over the field. Tulane, Retzlaff and the gang at home. Give me Tulane. Give me the Green Wave because I picked them at the beginning of the year to make the college football playoff from the group of 5, and I'm not turning back now. If you think I'm going to sit here and pick North Texas at this point, you're wrong. You got another thing coming, buddy. Ain't going to happen. Okay, last game on Friday, which, by the way, New Mexico got hosed out of this conference championship game in the Mountain West. 8 o'clock on Fox.
Yeah, neither one of these teams are first in the conference.
This was a hose job. New Mexico should have been in.
Boise State is second in the conference. UNLV is fourth.
I don't know what they did. It was a tie, and then there was some computer metric that they kept talking about that I never followed up with. Maybe AKC knows. So Friday, 8 o'clock, Mountain West. Tex, let's go. Who you picking, UNLV or Boise State? Boise State favored by 3.5 at home.
I'm going to have to ride with Boise on this one.
Is their quarterback still out?
I don't trust Dan Mullen.
It's true. It's a good point. Plus, Smurf turf. Smurf turf on a Friday night. Probably going to be snowing. Is it going to be snowing? What's the weather?
I'll check.
You check. Let's see. Lead us into this next game. Okay, Boise State. J-Vi, you get the Big 12 championship. This is Saturday, high noon.
Why are you putting me with the big spread games? Because you're getting worried because I hit a 7-legger last week. You're worried that I'm going to come for the spread picks. But look,
that's it.
Here's where I'm going with this. Texas Tech has 0 distractions. Texas Tech is playing in Texas. Texas Tech has seen what BYU has in their best shot, and they won 29-7. I'm going Texas Tech covers here. BYU's got too many distractions. They got a good defense, but I just don't.
Purpose, dude.
I don't think their quarterback is ready. You've already said that he can't pass it very well. I just don't think they have enough. They have enough oomph. They have enough weapons. I don't think they have enough to get by Texas Tech. Texas Tech is out to prove something. Texas Tech will win this game and win the college football playoffs, and we'll get to watch some dude stick a burrito up his bum.
It'll be raining and 40. Boise.
It's in Boise? Oh, that's
I was like the games at Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
In Boise.
Man, this is garbage. You're doing this to try to get me riled up again. And this is trash, dude. I can't believe you would do that to BYU. You don't believe. You don't BYU league. You don't.
I don't.
It's evident. It's all over your face. Texas Tech stinks in the red zone, dude. They stink in the red zone. I want to look.
BYU can't get down the field against Texas Tech.
Hold on. How do you know? First of all, you didn't even mention their Heisman hopeful candidate, the Rodriguez guy. Secondly,
this is my pick.
How do you know the Big 12 doesn't get on the horn and be like, Texas Tech, you sons of gun? This game doesn't.
I didn't do this to you in your pick because I think North Texas is going to beat Tulane because North Texas actually scores points.
Texas Tech. How do you know the Big 12 doesn't get on the phone and say, we want 2 teams in? You better lay your ass down right now.
Because then they won't get any teams in.
But no. There's no way you go from 4 to out. Absolutely not. There's no way. No way. Unbelievable. Okay. Yes, I get action. Let's go. I get the fun games.
Let me get this minus 2.5 spread, and I have to think about it.
Dude, I don't even know what the next one is, but I haven't even looked. I get Saturday at high noon is what. This is a big time. You better have 2 TVs. You better have 3 TVs. The MAC championship, baby, MACtion. Miami of Ohio Redhawks. Shout out Ben Roethlisberger. Taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. Look, we had a coach that now is the head coach at Western Michigan. And if you think I'm not picking Western Michigan, you're crazy. Coach Lance, let's get this dub. Let's get the MAC championship. Bringing Mountain West or the Western Michigan back to prominence with the sick brown uniforms. Let's go. Next. Ooh, Tex. 4 o'clock Saturday, number 3, Georgia. Isn't this in Atlanta?
Yep.
Number 9, Alabama. Alabama, 1.5-point underdogs in the SEC championship. Tex, you're our
Alabama
SEC
beat
guy.
them at Georgia already.
I know. Georgia can't beat Alabama. They just can't do it.
I was just thinking that. And for that very reason, I'm taking Georgia.
I knew it. You're a coward. You're a coward.
Dude, they're not going to beat him twice. They're not going to beat him twice.
Bama should have lost to Auburn.
They should
Alabama
have.
cannot beat Georgia twice.
But because they went for it on 4th down, they got in the college football playoff.
Yep.
We needed them to lose to Auburn. Oh, presented by Home Depot. Jeez, didn't even see that. Okay, next game.
Ain't no way they're beating him twice.
The Big Ten Championship, JVI, number 2 versus number 1, the only 2 undefeated teams in the country. Indiana, Ohio State. Ohio State favored by 5.5. Where is this game at? Indianapolis?
Yeah.
On Fox, presented by, they don't get a sponsor. How about that? The SEC gets a sponsor.
ESPN.
Right. Fox. J-Bye. Come on. Be a man.
I am a man. I'm almost 40.
Mm-hmm.
For that reason, I'm going to go Indiana.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm still not a huge believer in Ohio State yet. I know I'd probably get grief for that. But Indiana, I've watched Indiana bully some teams. And when the tough got going, the going got tough, or whatever that phrase is. But I think Indiana's I think Indiana's gonna win this game. It's in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I just think
because Ohio State doesn't travel.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that Ohio State hasn't really had anybody hit them in the mouth yet.
That's true.
And so I think
this
it'll
is a
be
Heisman game. This is who wins the Heisman.
Yeah.
Mendoza versus Sayin. And Jeremiah Love.
Yeah. I think Indiana outright wins this game. Which will be funny to see where Ohio State goes after that.
They're not falling out of the top 4. These teams are not. They're both getting them by. Because I don't think, who else can step up in there to get a bye? You can't move a team up that didn't play to get them a bye. Saturday, 8 o'clock. The game, just like we all thought. Is this the basketball championship?
Yeah.
Or a baseball championship? Hey, the Chris Pollard Bowl. Baseball coach. Coached at Duke, and now he coaches at Virginia. That guy. Duke. People are like, oh, Duke, there's no way. Are you kidding me? If we're acting like Virginia's some juggernaut. This puts me in a predicament. 8 o'clock, ABC. Duke, 2.5-point underdogs, playing Virginia in Charlotte.
Didn't they lose to him by 17 last time?
Yeah, Virginia beat the brakes off of Duke earlier in the season.
But if I pick against Duke, that means they're on upset advisory. Well, no, they're not on upset advisory.
You didn't put them on upset advisory.
Give me Virginia, dude. Give me Virginia.
They have to be the favorite to be on upset advisory.
True.
So he doesn't even know his own graphic.
No. I had to do some hurdles
no?
in my head. Well, no, I didn't know. I didn't know how to read the thing. I thought Duke was favored, and that would have put him on the graphic.
He thought he was looking at his upset advisory.
They played him 3 weeks ago at Duke and won 34-17.
I remember I watched that game. Total. How many total points will be scored in the Alabama versus Georgia game? Who picked that? Tex?
Yeah.
Okay. Tex, that's your game.
This one is?
Mm-hmm. No,
yeah, Virginia.
How many? Did you not just hear what I just said? How many total points? There's a tiebreaker. Will be scored in the Alabama versus Georgia game. Predict the correct total number of points.
Oh.
Trying to steal my pick.
57.
Okay, 57. Shout out Brett Urban. I can't believe you didn't do 6-7. Okay, there's the picks. Virginia, Indiana, Georgia, Western Michigan, Texas Tech, Boise State, Tulane, Troy. You might go 0-3, dude. I'm pretty sure you picked all the underdogs. And then Jack State. Let's go.
Let's go.
You did. So I picked an underdog. No, you picked Texas Tech, you coward.
I didn't pick any underdogs.
You're chalk, dude. You're absolutely chalk. You didn't pick any underdogs. How dare you? Can't switch it now.
Nope. It's already set in stone.
Okay.
Okay.
There's the picks. So let's bring up the other picks. The ones that we gave you. Jack State is a dog. This ESPN stuff is nonsense. Don't let him don't believe that propaganda. So, all right. Here we go. Picks of the week. And we're done. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 47 and 41 on the year for all these picks above 500. That's pretty good. Pretty good so far. We still got a ways to go. Tex, give us the over. You have climbed your way all the way back into the tied for the best record.
I have
you
bit, clawed, spit, wrestled, choked out, punched, scratched, kicked, slapped, elbowed, kneed, stomped, and body slammed my way all the way back to the top of the standings. And I'm going to continue to fight, which is why I'm going back to the MAC for my over Miami at Western Michigan over 43.5.
I love it.
Hang on, let's check the weather in this game. I didn't look at that.
It's indoors, right? It's in Detroit.
Is it?
Oh, that's right.
Okay, we're good then.
Okay. My spread of the week is the true line. Jacksonville State plus 2.5 versus Kennesaw State. I'm not going to sit up here and besmirch a team that's won 5 in a row as underdogs at home. People doubted them. We didn't. We picked them to win the conference at the beginning of the season. Give me Jacksonville State for the spread of the week. J-Vi, the under. Shout out your record, 6-9.
We've been nice. We've been talking about this game all show and how it's going to determine who gets in the playoffs. So this is a playoff. Not. This is a playoff game.
I don't agree with that.
Both teams known for their defense. BYU is a defensive team. Texas Tech has a Heisman candidate playing linebacker for him, whose wife is a Black Hawk pilot, which is badass.
It is.
You said, your words, not mine, Texas Tech cannot score in the red zone. So that means field goals. They have a good kicker. BYU can't score against Texas Tech because they have a freshman quarterback. So I'm going under 51.5.
I still do not agree with anything that this is a playoff game. I think BYU should still be in. Don't listen to him. Okay. Bounty the Dog Hunter from Butch P. He's 7-7 on the year. He gives you the Washington Commanders plus 2.5 at the Minnesota Vikings, and he says, quote, hot trash versus dumpster fires. There you go. Dylon, who has slipped and fallen down the stretch here, he gives you Shedeur Sanders over 158.5 passing yards versus Tennessee Titans. I think it's at home. Hopefully it's not snowing. Edge.
Should be able to do that.
Young money lines gives you back to the ACC. UVA minus 166 versus Duke. I don't know what the odds of this 6-leg parlay is.
I'm looking it up right now.
J-Vi can't be trusted as the Undertaker anymore.
Why?
We got to give him one more shot.
I won last week. My under passed last week.
He did. He's back.
See? You trying to get rid of me. 158.5. And then Duke.
Yep.
Give me a second.
You'll get it while you're doing that. I'm going to pull up the how dare yous because I got one big one, and then we're going to be done.
Plus 33.74.
That's a nice one. The turducken parlay on the surface was a great 6-leg name parlay. Phenomenal. But
time is the Cleveland game on Sunday?
1 o'clock.
I think it's at 1. Okay, everybody.
Might be some snow flurry.
How dare you!
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you!
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you!
How dare you? Brought to you by Fourth Quarter Performance. How dare you not take care of your body? Promo code GOATS20. Go get you some creatine, some protein, some BCAAs, some super greens, especially during this time. Okay? Take care of your body. Take care of yourself. How dare you if you don't want to take care of yourself? Fourthquarterperformance.com. He says, I'm not getting rid of you. I love you, but I don't want my chef doing my taxes. You know what that means. Love it. Get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up. My how dare you goes to Tex. Who the hell cuts square pieces of pie out of the pie?
Don't give me a square pie server. If it's a square pie server, it's gonna be a square.
Cut a triangle in the pie, dude. You can't come up in here and cut a square out of a circle.
Give me a triangle pie server. And
To be fair, that's not a circle pie.
What?
It has corners on it.
It's ovular.
No. This man comes in here and it cuts a square piece out of the pie. That's absurd.
Don't give me a square server.
That's absurd. That's nonsense.
Yeah, give him a pizza server.
How dare you, Tex? I almost puked standing there looking at you. I'm not a big cherry pie guy, though, so I didn't eat any. Anyways, anybody else have a how dare you?
My how dare you just goes to December in general. Just the amount of stuff that you have to do every night, every weekend, parties, Christmas shows at the elementary school, just stuff everywhere, every night. Being so busy. It's the busiest. Oh, yeah, dude. Yep. And the elves.
I have to do that now.
Yep. I already took care of mine. But how dare you to December with all the activities.
Means the other guy took the overs. There you go. J-Body, you have one. Beema says, how about plus 10K just for fun tomorrow night? That's what I'm talking about, B. McCormick. Let's go.
Okay.
J-Body, you have an idea?
I second Texas.
I can't believe you cut a square piece out of a pie. That still just disgusts me. I still shake my head in disgust every time I see that.
Don't give me a square server.
Be an athlete, dude. All right. That's it. That's episode 338. Enjoy the football. We don't have much left, so don't let anybody tell you can't watch football. You watch all the football you need to right now. Also, go follow us all the socials. Just type in @the_Millie_Goats or @MillieGoats on Twitter. I don't know why I didn't do @the_Millie_Goats like every other one. Just an error there. Wednesdays, Sundays, and we'll be back Saturday night for the NFL Pick'em, maybe Friday night. I'm not sure. For the NFL Pick'em contest, because I know J-Bone's a big Ohio State fan. The game might not be over until like 11:30, and I don't have the juice anymore. Podcasts, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Good Pods, Amazon, anywhere you find them, we're there. So like and subscribe. He sent it to me on the chat. Okay, I'll check that, B. McCormick. Check that. Anything else, fellas?
Nope. See you.
Let's go Cowboys.
Let's go Niners. 1 seed, still in reach.
Go Bills.
Best believe. Best believe.